nice stripe. This ain't schooling and everything, good in the kitchen sink, but it's a beautiful thing. That Frankie hitting, Lewis, he was on top of this thing, was perfect here today, and then one through nine, here they come, one by one. He's in trouble.
You gotta do it. He's Rex Hubler. He's with us on the Van Chevy Hotline each and every Thursday. You were talking all about, Seattle and how beautiful it was. You're now in San Francisco. That's such a bad gig you got there, Hud. What's your favorite road city?
I love them all. Danny, come on, man. It's still worth what to do. To travel, the country, talking about baseball. But, San Francisco, Seattle, it's really top 5 for sure. Just because of the weather, usually in the summertime, it's nice and cool. San Francisco, when I played here at Candlestick, it was the coldest place I ever spent in the summer, ever. I mean, no hands down. You needed to let the coat in the city. You needed on that Candlestick Park. Thank goodness they didn't close that place. That was an iceberg out there, right on the water. But, gosh, I like St. Petersburg is nice. You stay at the Vinoy Hotel. Beautiful hotel there. Chicago is great. That's right up there in the top 5. Where else? We'll get about anywhere, but I tell you, these cities, of course, San Diego's pretty sweet, too. Dodger Stadium, that's fun, going to the ballpark there. Colorado's a great place to visit. Did I mention all of them here?
Yeah, you've almost mentioned all of them. Yes, I think you just did about 25% of the league. All right. Well, I know you're not a negative person, but what's the worst road city?
You know what? Milwaukee used to be until we just went there. Gosh, I was impressed. Milwaukee was beautiful, man. They got a little river running through their city. Whatever that is, I don't know, but there were boats on it. It was a beautiful city. The weather was nice. Shoot, I don't think there is a bad city, guys. Really, it's a big league city. It's all in. Now, I spent a lot of time in the minors. I can tell you there's a lot of ugly minor league cities out there. But when you're in the big leagues, it don't get no better.
That body of water, I believe, is Lake Michigan, and it's been there for a while, Hud.
Well, yeah, I know, but I was walking through the city, and they had some kind of canal or something.
Okay. I thought that you knew what he meant. I just wanted to make sure.
Don't question his geography.
Talking about a Great Lake or something. I was like, it's been there for a minute. What's the worst minor league city?
The Fisher Hotel, fellas, is pretty cool. But the western St. Francis, where we're staying here, it's right on Union Square. It's about as good as it gets.
We're talking to Rex Hudler on the drive. One of the storylines that I'm sure you guys will be covering coming up is the beef and the fights and all of that. My theory is if something is going to happen, it's going to happen from Oakland's side. Like, the Royals are now in first place. They've moved on. But Oakland thought that they were wronged. I was in that clubhouse. They were furious about it. They're in last place. Like, I feel like maybe Oakland is going to start something. I doubt the Royals would. How do you see this weekend going?
Oh, man, I see another series victory. Maybe a sweep. And, all that stuff that happened with Oakland, when they left the King, they fell apart. Look at them. If anything happens, shoot, I'll be shocked. And the White Sox, they tried to mess with us too, and look what they are. They are dwelling in the cellar. Believe it. It didn't affect us too much, did it?
Not at all.
I love it. If there's anything they want to do, look, we got our boys in blue. I don't think Oakland wants no part of our guys. You kidding me? This is a fine-tuned bowling machine, and we're not here to fight. They're there to win. They're there to kick your butt and get some hits. And if you throw anything over those dish, any cookies, and there's any chocolate chips out there on the bases, Oakland's in trouble.
Okay, let's do this. If there was a fight, hypothetically, and you could only have one Royals player on your team, like in your corner, in a fight, which Royals player are you picking?
I want to limit the game. Burrell scared me a little. Alex Gordon, I wouldn't mind having him in front of me. Of course, I'm leading that charge, though, boys. But, of course, that was way back in my day. My day's over. But those guys right there, I'm following Located all the way, all day.
All right.
And, hey, guys, Pop Harrelson the other day, last time we saw the White Sox, he brought me in a picture of him in his playing days, and he says, to HUD, any foxhole anytime, believe it.
What was your go-to fighting move, Hud?
It was fun. We used to duke it out. Hey, I was talking to Lloyd McClendon and Jack Zerenzik, their GM, yesterday before the game, and they were Pittsburgh Pirates. That's where they came from. And we used to battle the Pirates in the late 80s and early 90s. 5 years I played in the National League, and man, we had some good battles, good fights. I remember being on the bottom of the pile, and Michael Lavalle, the catcher, was on the very bottom, and I was on top of him, and he was screaming. And there's 10 guys, it's pitch black on the bottom of the pile. There's 10 guys on top of you, and he's going, my shoulder, my shoulder. I'm saying, hey, look, I can't do nothing about your shoulder. Why don't you call a nurse? And this is all on the bottom of the pile. You know, the fights were fun back in the day. And, of course, always somebody would get injured, and that's not good when you lose one of your guys. But nowadays, they don't even know what a brawl is. Now, there's been a couple of pretty good little bench clears, but nothing like they used to.
Hud, enjoy your off night in San Francisco. Thank you for the time, sir. You can be in our foxhole anytime.
Well, I love being on with you. Thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to go up there to Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Of course, they don't call it that anymore, but that's what it used to be called. And go ahead and just take this down. Score early and often. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Hud. That's Rex Hudler. His appearances are brought to you by Rufus Teague Barbecue Sauce. Good sauce makes bad barbecue good, and good barbecue gooder. Our Kansas Lottery code word is pitch out. Pitch out is the word. You'll need that tomorrow morning at 6:10. I need the sixth caller with the code word from Lake and Bank, and you get $30 worth of Kansas Lottery Corvette Cash Instant Scratch tickets. Plus, you're qualified for $610 for your own Kansas City Corvette Cash weekend. We'll draw for that July 20th.
If we walked around the plaza and polled people and asked them what's the name of the ballpark that the Oakland A's play in, what percentage of people do you think get the correct answer?
1%? I mean, and you're saying Oakland Coliseum would be counted as the wrong answer? Or would Oakland Coliseum be the right answer?
No, that's the wrong answer. It's the O.Co Coliseum. I'm just curious.
All right, we had 0%. We would get O.Co Coliseum. But Oakland Coliseum, if you're going to give that to them, I'd say like maybe 10%. Not a new river in Milwaukee either. River's been there a while.
Well, you know that HUD does not concern himself with accuracy and being factual.
Okay,
you just gotta speed through that stuff with HUD and let HUD tell his stories. You're being Ryan Lefevre over here. Don't try to correct HUD. If the moon's a planet and Milwaukee just got a new river in the middle of the city, then that's what happened.
That's what happened.
I feel like we would have heard about it on the news, but that's what happened. All right, just let it be.
He's like, it used to be the worst city in the sport, but then I was there and I was so impressed. They just got this river. They got a river.
I bet it's nice.
It's a big acquisition for Milwaukee. Adding the river.
They drafted that last year when they got Jabari Park.
Yeah. It was just thrown into the trade.
Great pickup.
That was a good pickup for the city of Milwaukee. We got beer, we got cheese. What do we need? We need a river. Got anything there that we need to do on the other side, or can we address this drama that you've created on the show?
I haven't created any drama. Do not put that on me. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
There's a little bit of a drive controversy. We'll get into it next. Convenient.
Drive with Danny and C-Dot from the MVP Electric Heating and Cooling Studios, 610 Sports Radio.
Traffic brought to you by Dick Smith Ford on 350 Highway in Raytown.
Looking at a couple of things, have an accident. This is 210 Highway at Searcy Creek Parkway, just north of the river. Most of the activity over on the shoulder. This report brought to you by Isle of Capri, Kansas City. Stalled vehicle on the exit ramp southbound 435 to Eastwood Trafficway, and it looks like that's about it. Over on the Kansas side, we're doing pretty well, not seeing any other issues through there. Isle of Capri, Kansas City is upping your game. Pick your happy game, and you could walk away with up to $1,000 in Wink and Win, Emoji Mania, or even Grin to Win, Fridays and Saturdays, June 7th through the 27th. Jewel Tate, 610 Sports Radio. Get off my bumper traffic.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, you'll find the top brands at the best prices, all under one roof. Stop in and check out these great deals. Dick's Logo Armchairs, just $5.99. Buy one, get one free on select DBX, O'Brien, and Liquid Force Light Vests. Athletic slides and sandals are buy one, get one half off. Nike Tempo track shorts, 20% off. And Quest 10x10 Instant Up canopies, just $49.99. Plus our winning price guarantee. If you find a lower advertised price, we'll match it on the spot. Every season starts at Dick's.
Hey, I'm Matt Beasler. I'm the captain of my hometown team. I've represented my country at the World Cup and played against some of the greatest players on the planet. And when I'm at home, I like to have the comfort of American Standard heating and air, so I can pursue my other passion. Oh yeah, pick this one up in Brazil.
Get up to $1,100 in instant rebates through August 31st. Find your local independent American Standard dealer at AmericanStandardMidwest.com. That's AmericanStandardMidwest.com.
Hey, Kansas City, Jeff Briggs Jr. with Victory Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Have you ever heard about the butterfly effect? When one small gesture towards an individual leads to large impacts in the lives of others? At Victory, we base our entire business on taking care of each and every one who walks in the door in hopes of building a positive name in our community. For that reason, our business is up over 300% and growing. As we close out the Drive-In Discovery event, attempt another record month, we have decided to create a few offers that no other dealer would dare to match. Now through the end of June, trade in your 2006 or newer vehicle and take $10,000 off any Ram Heavy Duty in stock. Walk up to the sticker, subtract 10 grand, and there's your price. By the way, I have over 60 to choose. Ready for this? Trade in your 06 or newer vehicle and receive $5,000 off MSRP on all four-door Wranglers, Rubicon, and Sahara. You will never see this kind of discount. All prices in, close of business June 30th, so act now. Call 913-653-0980. Visit us 5 miles east of Legends Mall at 6640 State Avenue in Kansas City, Kansas, or at VictoryMotorsKC.com.
Home values are up over 15% from last year and continue to rise. At A1 Mortgage, this means a lower rate and more equity to get cash out or eliminate that unwanted mortgage insurance. Purchase or refinance, call A1 Mortgage and get a low fixed rate in the threes, no application fees, and no out-of-pocket closing costs. 816-822-8888. At A1 Mortgage, we lend our own money, so getting you the best rate is easy. With home values on the rise, take advantage of more equity, lower rates, or cash out for home improvements and eliminate mortgage insurance. Get a low fixed rate in the threes, no out-of-pocket closing costs, and enjoy no payments until the end of summer. Call 816-822-8888, 822-8888, or apply online at mya1mortgage.com.
A1 Mortgage, we get your dreams on reality. It's what we do.
A1 Mortgage Group LLC, Kansas Licensed Mortgage Company, license number MC0001649, Missouri license number 141-1506, NMLS number 268370. Programs are each subject to change without notice.
Paradise. Yeah, buddy, we're in paradise. It's what happens when you win a trip for two to a Margaritaville resort in the Missouri Lottery's Escape to Margaritaville Scratchers game. You can win a trip to St. Thomas or Puerto Rico.
Or up to $100,000 instantly.
That's a hammock full of cash. So play Escape to Margaritaville and enter non-winning tickets at MoLottery.com now through October 6th for your chance to win. So, probably want a scratcher?
Play it forward with the Missouri Lottery.
Smaller, even smaller. It's Shawnee Mission Hyundai's Payment Pinch. Don't pinch your pennies. Find payments small enough to fit any budget. Take $5,000 off a new 2015 Hyundai Elantra, $7,000 off a new 2015 Sonata, or 0% financing for 75 months. Plus, drive with Hyundai Assurance, America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Subtract the headache of car care with our state-of-the-art service center. Just a short drive down I-35.
FMHyundai.com.
Shane Company always has the largest selection of engagement rings, the most unique styles, and the hottest trends. The vintage look is really in right now, and our vintage selection is larger than most other jewelers' entire ring inventory. Another hot trend is halo engagement rings, with small diamonds encircling your center diamond. We have a huge selection of exclusive halo styles for whatever center diamond shape you prefer. The rose gold trend is also blowing up. Our selection of rose gold rings outnumbers anything the other jewelers have and has lots of pretty design details you won't see at any other jeweler. See today's most exciting and fashion-forward engagement rings at Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
Now you have a friend in the diamond business. Shane Company, a half-mile east of Highway 69 at 135th and Metcalf in the shops at Deer Creek Woods. Open weekdays till 8, Saturday and Sunday till 5, online at ShaneCo.com.
Let's go in the morning.
Coming up on Friday, we get started before the top of the hour like we do each and every day, beginning at 5:58. Scott Miller of the Bleacher Report drops by at 7:15. Will we see sparks flying once again between the Royals and the A's? We'll play the Brett Laurie voicemail game at 7:30. Your shot to win Royals tickets. At 8:15, you'll be shocked to know the value of number one. And Jeffrey Flanagan of Royals.com at 8:30.
Let's go in the morning. Drive time. Our teams, our towns. 610 Sports Radio.
All right, welcome back into The Drive. Thanks to Rex Hubler for joining us. The hits come your way at 5 o'clock.
First off, I got a little beef with you.
Shocking.
I don't know.
Beef with you, too.
I don't know why on this show, the supposed leader of this show likes to delegate the blame to everybody but himself.
Oh, yeah, I've never taken blame for things.
You put things on Heist. You have now said that the integrity of the show is solely in my hands.
No, not solely in your hands, but listen, you can build something up, and you build credibility after, thing after thing, breaking news story after breaking news story, great interview after great interview, great bit after great bit. Rome wasn't built in a day. It took us 2 years to reach the top of the mountaintop. And
3, really?
Yeah, and then we get there,
and you're saying one day, the changing of 2 words. Gone.
That's what I'm saying. Credibility, gone.
And now you're going to blame whatever else you can find.
All right, so here's what happened.
To try to further your agenda.
My agenda. Yeah, because I didn't like the view from the top of the mountaintop, because I'm happy about this.
All right.
So I'm happy about what you're doing here, you saboteur. Yes, you brought integrity questions to the show when you didn't pay up on your bet, when you didn't sing the KU alma mater. Yes, you did. And then, yesterday, during the Drive dating game with Vern, there was controversy when Vern made his selection.
I should have brought my cell phone in here.
Well, then you could have checked Twitter.
No, because everybody I know is texting me right now.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't know that many people, so it's not like a bunch of texts.
No, 4 people.
Yeah, I got a good 3 or 4 texts right now.
All right.
So here it is. That's the drum roll. That means I have to do something. All right. Well, I'm going to trust my buddies. I'm going with number 2.
Katie, girl number 2. Hey, so wait, you were checking your phone? Is that what happened?
Oh, it's right here, yeah.
I'm going with my buddies. He's supposed to be blindfolded. So he made the pick based on what his buddy said, who the cutest girl was.
Attitude reflects leadership, Captain.
Okay, I get it.
You created this belief that you can circumvent the rules and cut corners.
Because I drafted burn-end nachos?
You've done that so often, but I always thought that was how we operate on this show.
So
that the rules
we do
are
a
just
blindfold dating game and Vern checks his phone during commercial
breaks. That the rules are just suggestions. They're not guidelines, they're suggestions on what you should do. And if you don't do it, doesn't matter.
Listen, the dating game was worth it simply because of this exchange.
I mean, it's $200. Yeah, I think us 4 could probably have a pretty good time.
Oh!
That's a lot of money.
It's your boy, man. The monkey, the Energizer Bunny, and the puppy.
Oh, my God.
And our boy Vern.
Call me the zookeeper.
No! So you knew it was worth it. So any controversy that we brought on the show is worth it.
Call me the zookeeper is funny every single time I hear it today.
Every single time.
It'll be funny tomorrow. A year from now, call me the zookeeper is hilarious.
It's amazing. So it was all worth it. If our integrity goes under flames, it's all worth it. But here's what happened. Who answered the questions the best?
Number 3, Marissa.
Marissa, number 3.
I think she should have been the victor of the Vern dating game.
So Vern picks number 2, Katie, based off of what his boys texted him, based off of looks, and his boys thought that she was the most attractive or whatever. So Vern says, I'm going with my boys. So Vern breaks the rule, but we can't hold that against him. We didn't tell him the rule. But then he knows the rule. He knows the rule. He was blindfolded. He allows that to happen. Then Marissa, who very smart, good career, funny, rapped on the air, clearly gave the best answers. She starts passive-aggressively tweeting on Twitter, like, hey, my man Vern with the subtweets. I'll take being the funny, smart one over the hot one any day of the week. She should have won. She looked sad when she left here. And so we called her, and we asked her if she was angry. And then Carrington has allegations out of how I handled this phone call. we are a dysfunctional marriage. This show's a dysfunctional marriage, and this is our counsel.
The show's falling apart right now.
It's
right before our very eyes. Everything we've built's falling apart.
We got to the mountaintop, and then we fell off the other side. So we called Marissa, who should have won the game based on the answers, and we asked her if she was angry, and this is how the phone call went.
You know, I feel good about my performance, and I think that I put myself out there very well, and I don't know what else I could have done, so I'm not sure about anger, really.
You sent out a tweet that I liked, because I agree, you had the best answers, and you said, hold on a second, you said something to the effect of, I'd rather be, what, the smart and fun one instead of the hot one every time. Am I paraphrasing that correctly?
Yeah, that is fairly correct. I said that I think a few times before, because I'm not sure where I even first kind of decided that, but I've always thought that if someone tells me someone's smarter than me, most of the time they're probably right. But if someone then tries to tell me that someone is smarter or funnier than me in a lot of cases, that's when I'm going to start wanting to get competitive and really kind of show my stuff. But I think we're all going to get old and disgusting one day, and at least if I can still be smart and funny.
Your answers were great, and I don't want you feeling bad about yourself. You were great, and here's the thing. I feel like maybe there's a little bit of controversy here because Vern checked his phone. We didn't know that he checked his phone. Vern checked his phone. Clearly against the rules of the game. So I feel bad. Is there anything that we can do for you, or do you feel like the integrity of the game has been in question in any way?
You know, I figured he probably had a plug in there. I don't feel upset about it. I've been having some fun on Twitter with it. I don't know. I appreciate my 15 minutes of Kansas City fame.
All right, do you want us to put out your Twitter account and maybe see if some guys will follow you off your answers from yesterday, or you want to just be done?
Okay, stop this. I can't hear any more of this.
So this is the thing. I feel
terrible
do you
for
hear
her. The old Parkins that I used to know and love was tough on everybody. He was tough on me. He was tough on Heisler. He was tough on the boss. Heisler, speak to this. The old Parkins would be in our boss's office 4 times a week complaining about something because he knew we had to get things done.
That's right.
This new, most highly rated show in the city, Parkins, is way too compassionate to these other people. The guy, the guy at Burn-Ins, the rules were clearly established. He lost. Parkins feels bad for him. It's like, you know what, we'll give you another chance. Me and you used to have the philosophy of, we'll make fun of the 1% for the 99%.
Yeah, of course, I still feel that way.
Your answers were great. You did a fantastic job. Is there anything we can do for you?
You know what it sounded
I feel bad you didn't win. Bring the old Parkins back.
It sounded like we were on the way, like before we cut that off, to you offering her an opportunity to play the dating game with 3 guys. Like that's what it sounded like you were about to offer to
Is that what you want to do? Do you want to have Melissa and then we just Marissa?
She has such great answers. Can you please be respectful? I felt terrible for her. She did. The integrity of the game was compromised. We all agree she gave the best answers. She rapped on the air. She did great. Age compatibility, best career. She was great. She was
Her name's Marissa. You tried to correct me. Her name's Marissa, not Melissa.
You said Melissa.
You said Melissa. No, maybe I did. I don't remember.
It's very easy to find.
This is what I'm working with. Get the tape.
So I just want the old Parkins back, man.
That's not like the old CDOT is here.
CDOT's never changing.
Yeah,
there's no evolution with this guy.
The same.
This is
I just want the old, tough, hard on everybody, not cutting corners Parkins.
If I'm cutting corners, I'm trying to right wrongs here. I felt bad for her.
You're out here flying and trying to save them.
You're going back from dates. You're going back on bets. We got a dating game. We have to have some integrity. There has to be some rules.
I feel so bad for you that you didn't win. I just, I wish I could be with you really, but I'm taken, so I can't go on a date with you, but I'll do everything in my power to make sure you find a nice gentleman. Just bring my friend back. I feel bad.
I'm still here.
I'm still the same guy who doesn't generally like people and likes to hang out and is, you know, going to hold it against people and will yell at our boss. I'm still the same guy. Maybe the text line is right. The old Parkins died when C-Dot broke his bed. He hasn't mentally recovered from that. He's mentally shook about it. I don't trust. I don't know anything.
He went from anger to sadness.
Up is down, left is right. Somebody even said the guy that messed up Edgar, we gave him tickets. We've been soft on people. The only people we haven't been soft on is the text line. The text line gets crushed on this show daily. They deserve it. Daily. All right, well, see, listen, she said she had a great time. She didn't regret it, all this. We asked her if she wanted to do something. She said we could put out her Twitter handle. I don't think we're bringing in 3 random dudes now to date her. There's no dating game for Marissa. That's not the point of the game. The point is we bring in... I can't tell. It sounds like that's what you were trying to set up. I asked her if she wanted us to put her out there. If we wanted to put her out there. You clearly should have won. You had the best answers. Yes, listen. You had a great smile.
We put it out in the 610.
If you go to the 610 Twitter account, she said today that we could put it out there. She said she's already gained some followers. I told her if we would have kept playing the call, to slide into the DMs of the guys that have started following her if she wants to date.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah, I can play it. It's right here. So, if you, like me, feel like Marissa was wrong here, give her a follow, send her a nice little note, and reach out. People are saying that we should have the dating game with Marissa. I would have the dating game with Lake. I want to get laid. We can't do both on the dating game. We can't do both? I mean, during the All-Star break, we got time. We got time. We got time. You're telling me the Monday of the home run derby, when there's nothing happening, or the only thing to talk about is how bad Chris Berman is, we can't set it up? No, we can do it. I mean, listen, fine. If Marissa wants to do the dating game and you want to find 3 dudes to bring in here to date Marissa, and it'll be random listeners, and who knows what the hell's going to happen. It could be great. we can do that. Why don't we set that up? If she wants to do it, yeah, let's. I don't think she has a choice. Text line writes in, you guys all into pimping now? That's what I feel like. Now we're just setting up random listeners with random I'm trying to create love and unity. That's what I'm trying to do.
You might want to start by getting her name right.
Yeah, you're trying to find love. Is that what you want to do? Do you want to have Melissa? And then we just have Marissa? God. All right, let's go to break. This guy over here, let's not turn this against me here. That's not the goal of this segment. That's not what we planned. That's not what we talked about. Let's focus. Let's regroup here. Thank you. You said you wanted the old Parkins back, so I'm just trying to, make you feel at home. Even Heisler's getting too comfortable. Heisler messes up now. He knows Parkins isn't paying attention the way he used to. Someone said the Parkins pick and tap hit Marissa's chances at love. Heisler still doesn't have the podcast up from 2 weeks ago. Parkins doesn't care anymore. You've grown soft, buddy. I need you back, man. I want to be number 1 for as long as possible. We can't be number 1 with this attitude, with this new Parkins. So you're saying I have to be less compassionate. Go back to the old Parkins that got us in this position. I hate everybody. The Talk Royals or something. We're talking about whatever I want to talk about next on The Drive.
The Drive with Danny and C-Dot from the MVP Electric Heating and Cooling Studios, 610 Sports Radio.
Traffic brought to you by Dick Smith Ford on 350 Highway in Raytown.
Reports of an injury accident. This is going to be eastbound 70 at 435 on the Missouri side. 2 right lanes of traffic blocked. It looks like actually the left-hand lane, the only thing squeezing by right now, maybe the far right lane. So center lane taken out at any rate. No emergency vehicles on scene quite yet. So that may be adding to your delay. Southbound 435 to Eastwood Trafficway, stalled vehicle through here. And just seeing a lot of slow traffic northbound 35 from 16th Street up to the I-29-35 split. Jewel Tate, 610 Sports Radio. Get off my bumper traffic.
Find out how much you can save on your mortgage with fixed rate in the 3s and no closing costs. Call Ed Baldwin with Community Mortgage at 913-825-1999 with rates in the 3s. Ed Baldwin with Community Mortgage, 913-825-1999.
Tune in for every Kansas City T-Bones game this year on 1660 AM, the KNBZ Business Channel. You can also stream games live at tbonesbaseball.com. The Kansas City T-Bones on 1660 AM. That's fun well done.
We're talking with Rex Hudler, Kansas City Royals broadcaster, about the Salty Iguana Mexican restaurants. Hud, you're grinning.
Why not? When the Royals win, we all win.
That's right. Eat at any of the 5 Salty Iguana locations the day after the Royals win and enjoy free iguana dip.
So when we get a doink, a bloop, and a blast at the right time, it's free iguana dip?
Exactly. Eat at any of the 5 Salty Iguana locations the day after the Royals win and enjoy free iguana dip. That's the Salty Iguana Mexican restaurants, Prairie Village, Independence, Lawrence, Olathe, and Overland Park.
Salty iguana is a beautiful thing.
Shane Company always has the largest selection of engagement rings, the most unique styles, and the hottest trends. The vintage look is really in right now, and our vintage selection is larger than most other jewelers' entire ring inventory. Another hot trend is halo engagement rings, with small diamonds encircling your center diamond. We have a huge selection of exclusive halo styles for whatever center diamond shape you prefer. The rose gold trend is also blowing up. Our selection of rose gold rings outnumbers anything the other jewelers have and has lots of pretty design details you won't see at any other jeweler. See today's most exciting and fashion-forward engagement rings at Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
Now you have a friend in the diamond business. Shane Company, a half-mile east of Highway 69 at 135th and Metcalf in the shops at Deer Creek Woods. Open weekdays till 8, Saturday and Sunday till 5, online at ShaneCo.com.
Hendrick Lexus offers SUV buyers Kansas City's SUV of choice, the Lexus RX 350. And right now, you can save $5,000 off the MSRP on the top-selling Lexus RX. And with over 200 RXs to choose from, you'll be able to find the one just the way you like it. Plus, Hendrick Lexus offers 2 convenient locations, extended service hours, and offers 100 Lexus loaner cars for their customers. Make the smart choice and choose a Lexus. For Kelly Blue Book Online, the Lexus lineup offers the highest resale value of any luxury car maker. So don't settle for some overpriced SUV from BMW, Mercedes, or Acura when you can save $5,000 and drive the top-selling Lexus RX. RX savings include all factory incentives and discounts. Offer ends June 30th. Choose either Hendrick Lexus location. In Merriam off I-35 at 67th Street, Hendrick Lexus North at Tiffany Springs at I-29, or online at HendrickLexusKC.com. Hendrick Lexus, a friendly, affordable place to do business.
There are so many ways to win at Foley Equipment, including 0% interest for 48 months on select new and used Cat General construction machines. You can't lose at Foley Equipment. Learn more at FoleyEQ.com/win.
It's riding season. Come out and party every Thursday night at Worth's Bike Night. This Thursday night, Wayland takes the stage from 6 to 9 p.m. Dollar beers, barbecue, and the incredible pre-owned clearance tent sale going on only at Worth Harley Davidson. Why the hell not? You are worth it.
Training camp coverage is coming. Our teams, our town. 610 Sports Radio.
All right, so since we're talking about whatever I want, since the old Park is back, I'm gonna just gonna go through the old audio folder.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number. Call me maybe. Hud, you there? Hud, you there? I don't know why I ever want to put that in my mouth. I hate America. I wish Rex Hudler was my dad. Great, I think Bieber is extremely talented. I suck. There's really no other way to put it. I'd be a great first dater if everyone else was paying for me to go eat and see movies. Someone asked a really good question. If you and C-Dot were in a relationship, which one do you think would be the girl? Is it really messed up that I, like, without hesitancy, think the answer is me? Like, is that bad? But, like, without really thinking twice about it, I'm like, me, obviously. Like, in my head, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I should have said that. Maybe I should have said that out loud, because now that drop will live on forever. But I really was thinking that, like, it's the answer is me.
We don't play that I suck drop nearly enough.
I suck. There's no other way to put it. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men.
Jaleel Brown has been good.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Give it up, ba-do-wop. Give it up, ba-do-wop. Give it up, ba-do. Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, this one we don't play enough. With C-Dot was giving himself credit for being a good wingman.
What's an example of you being a great wingman?
That's a good question.
When was it? It was a while ago. It was like 06, 07. It was a long time ago.
That cut was in 2014. Oh, yeah, I'm a great wingman. Yeah, come on, I'm selfless. Oh, my.
You don't think I'm a good wingman?
No, terrible wingman.
Now I kind of understand how women feel. Rock chalk.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, I'd rather live in Kansas City than baseball. That was just a misspeak. That one doesn't count. To tell you to sneak in a bunch of Almond Joys and Twix, eat them at the game, and just drop wrappers everywhere. That's where we're at with this team now. Now I'm just supporting literacy. Yeah. I mean, is this the game we're gonna play? This is fun.
That's right. Oh my God, this is too good. Let's see here.
You gotta treat me like a woman.
That's good.
You're talking to Chiefs quarterback Chase Daniel. You're talking to Chiefs quarterback Chase Daniel.
What, Carrington? I can't hear you.
You're talking to Chiefs quarterback Chase Daniel.
I was going to be the greatest friend of all time.
What do you think went wrong with your chances with Kelly Jones?
I think I put it on a pedestal. I think that I got in my mind that there was no way I was going to hit. I wave at people all the time. I love the wave. I got a sports stick.
Good, let me hear it.
Why do people hate the wave so much? Like, I don't understand why they hate the wave. They're not a wave. I wave at people all the time. I love the wave.
You love the wave, dude. So were you doing the wave Friday night?
Hell no, I'm an adult. I'm not doing the wave. The wave is for kids and women. I'm not doing the wave.
Oh, God, I can do this all day, so I will.
Lord knows Houston don't care what kind of mess he made, and Jamal stays scheming, steady stealing, all you escalate. You doing it wrong if this defense gets you in 3rd and long. Right above the NFL where we know we belong.
That rap was so bad.
With everybody steady making the play, turning QBs in the pound cake. Turning QBs in the pound cake. Turning QBs in the pound cake.
I can do this. Oh my God.
This is funny to you? Alex, you and I were just talking about the weather. How do you stay warm in a situation? It looks like you guys have some playmakers. I know last year when I came to games and really watched you guys, you got a solid running game, Tony Pearson, Tanner Conklin. You guys have the weapons this year to have a good offense. Here's talking to Chiefs offensive lineman Brandon Albert.
Yo, sign me up for Simulator. We're not number one for no reason, folks. Oh, God. It's too good. It's too good.
Cash contest, this hour's code word is PANDA. Text PANDA, P-E-N-D-A. Nope, that's not right. And I'm great.
How you doing, C-Dot?
I'm doing great.
You're doing good?
I haven't heard this in a while. Hold on.
No one wants to hear that. That's the thing. Who gives a rat's you-know-what about 2015?
Nice.
The team is 4.5 games back in the damn division. Stop thinking like losers. They're 4.5 games back in the division right now. Right now, Carrington, with no catcher, with no center fielder, with no starting rotation, with the worst offense in baseball, they're 4.5 games back in the division right now. I don't care about 2015 and Sean freaking Markham. Sean Markham stinks. I don't care that he's from here. He's not good. Talk about now. Right now. It's unbelievable. The All-Star game is here now. The team is here now.
Sam Mellinger on the Time Warner Cable Hotline.
What's up, Sam? Sammy. Yeah.
The Denver Broncos reach agreements with corner Aqib Talib and now defensive end DeMarcus Ware. And Sporting KC starts their home schedule tonight, taking on Cruz Azul FC in the Concave Cup. That's not right. It's the Champions League.
Drink bleach.
Go to Bovada. You can check out the bets. He's Steven Spector. I'm Ben Heisler. Thanks to Brad Boyd for producing. This is the practice shift. It's practice squad. Damn it.
Oh. Then you said something interesting about pitching. We will somewhat get this show back on track in just a minute.
Carrington, someone asked about something called an Iggy Azalea.
How many of your wisdom teeth did you have taken out?
4.
So you had all 4 taken out.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, well, 4.
2 lockdowns, geez, so we're crazy. You never use lotion? No. I don't do it regularly. Say I do it 10,000 times in a year. That's high. Say I do it 1,000 times in a year. That's still high. Now start sucking.
I want to admit something that I don't think I've ever admitted publicly, and I think in front of all the people here at Uncle D's.
There we go.
Chase Daniel's not any good.
There we go, finally.
It hurts my feelings to say it because I love Chase Daniels so much. He's not good. Like, I watched minicamp. I've seen the practices so far. I've yet to see one thing about Chase Daniel that makes me, like, think NFL quarterback.
We'll do something else next on The Drive.
The Drive with Sandy and C-Dot from the MVP Electric Heating and Cooling Studios, 610 Sports Radio.
Traffic brought to you by Dick Smith Ford on 350 Highway in Raytown.
On the Missouri side, eastbound 70, a 435 accident, working injuries involved. Only the far right lane squeezing by, seeing some pretty big delays in here going back into the Jackson curve. Also, southbound 435, the ramp to Eastwood Trafficway, stalled vehicle through here, and seeing a lot of heavy traffic. Northbound 35 slow from 135th Street up to 119th Street. Eastbound 435 heavy from Null, making your way down the state line, and that is all down south. Fuel your next journey with BP gasoline with Invigorate, the high-quality gas you can depend on. You have places to go. Let them worry about getting you there. Visit BP today. Dual tape 610 Sports Radio. Get off my bumper traffic.
That isn't just the sound of the 2015 Mercedes-Benz C-Class high-strength steel and aluminum frame being formed. The sound of conviction. Conviction that drove our engineers to create a lighter, quicker, more efficient C-Class, whose beautiful form and even more attractive price have earned the Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Luxury Best Buy Award. This is what conviction sounds like. Now, discover what it feels like. Get the 2015 C300 sedan at 1.99% APR financing for up to 36 months, or lease one for $349 a month for 36 months with $4,503 due at signing.
Monthly lease payment and APR are available only to qualified customers exclusively through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services at participating dealers through June 30th, 2015. For more information, visit KelleyBlueBooksKBB.com. Kelley Blue Book is a registered trademark of Kelley Blue Book Co. Inc. Call 1-800-344-8736 for details about costs and terms.
Visit your local Mercedes-Benz dealer for a test drive today. Aristocrat Motors at 9400 West 65th Street in Marion, or Mercedes-Benz of Kansas City at 13851 Madison Avenue in Kansas City.
I'm laughing so hard right now that I'm crying, and it's fine. When my eyes tear up, it's not because I have dry eyes, because everything went perfectly with my LASIK surgery from DuraVision. Yeah, you see how I worked that in there? DuraVision, DuraVision.com. It's amazing. By the way, at 610sports.com right now, there's an ad with my face on it. I can see that I don't look very good because I got such good eyes. Not that you need great eyes to see that, but I'm telling you, one of the best decisions that I've ever made. My eyes are working great. No side effects. Truly a life-changing experience with one of the best ophthalmologists in the world at DuraVision, Dr. Daniel Dury, right here in Kansas City. And here's the thing. Get the consultation. It's state-of-the-art. It's painless. It's 3D pictures of your eye. And you can do it complimentary. It's a complimentary consultation to find out if you can get out of glasses and contacts for life. What do you have to lose? 913-491-3330 is the number. You tell them that Danny from 610 sent you to DuraVision once your eyes stop watering up right now because we're laughing so hard. And you go to DuraVision, you get that consultation. 913-491-3330. It's DuraVision.
Where can you find steel, aluminum, brass, and stainless?
The Foot.
Who has real patina copper sheets to give your project or kitchen that one-of-a-kind look?
The Foot.
Who is Casey's exclusive pro market or DIY dealer for Inditex handcrafted Italian ornamental iron supplies?
The Foot.
Whether you're a pro or a DIY weekend warrior, Metal by the Foot can help you take your design to the next level. For almost 30 years, they've strived to be Casey's place to buy metal. They're here to provide you with the convenience and selection of metals you have come to expect, while bringing you a host of new and unique products to take your project or design to a new level. For instant pricing on most items, visit them at metalbythefoot.com. When you need a piece of metal, remember, it doesn't have to cost you an arm or a leg. Just the Foot.
Hey,
Hey, Kansas City, Jeff Briggs Jr. with Victory, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Chrysler's Drive and Discover event continues to produce great results in June. Our certified used car business is growing at a rate of over 300%. We now have over 100 pre-owned vehicles in stock, and through our 125-point inspection, they are standing tall. Remember, we sell to our friends and family, so it's important to make our pre-owned vehicles near new. Let me tell you about Chrysler certified perks. 3,000-mile MaxCare warranty, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, free satellite radio, free roadside assistance, and that's just to name a few. Now at Victory, certified Dodge Avengers at $10,995. Full power, low mileage, and ready to roll. Also, certified Dodge Grand Caravan starting at $12,995. Low mileage and equipped to satisfy. Third row seat, stow and go, full power, and much more. Hurry, all prices in, close of business June 30th. Call 913-653-0980. Visit us 5 miles east of Legends Mall at 6640 State Avenue in Kansas City, Kansas, or at victorymotorskc.com.
Friday, June 26th at Lakeside Speedway, they'll feature the motorcycle daredevil jumper Big Ed Beckley. He's the world's largest motorcycle jumper and will be jumping over 10 new Chevrolet cars with his Harley. No motorcycle daredevil has attempted a ramp-to-ramp jump over cars ever at Lakeside Speedway. Lakeside Speedway, located at 5615 Walcott in Kansas City, Kansas. Just a few blocks west of I-35 and exit 18. Gates open at 5 and the green flag waves at 7:30. Lakeside Speedway, racing on the river's edge.
All right, welcome back into the drive. We will play the hits at 5 o'clock. You get to ask us anything at 5:45. The theory of more, Carrington. Like, we can do more drops, but you just played a lot. If you got $1,000, you want $2,000. If you have $1 million, you want $2 million. If you're a millionaire, you want to be a billionaire. No one's ever satisfied. You know, they always want more. Do you think that's what the trade deadline is for Royals fans? Went to Game 7 of the World Series last year. You had the best record in the American League this year. You got a 3.5-game lead on Minnesota. You have a 6-game lead on Detroit, who I believe lost to the White Sox already today. So it's 5.5 or 6 games. I believe it's 6. And most people are focusing on adding a pitcher, adding a right fielder, adding a second baseman at the trade deadline. Do you think the theory of more has struck Royals fans?
That's a really good question. I don't think that applies here. I do think that, and maybe it answers your question, I think that the taste of last season and getting so close to the ring now I think shows you the parts that you need to get back there again, is that you need to have a very solid starting rotation. You need to make sure that your bullpen is in order and those kind of things. So I think if you look at their current roster and the way it is and how makeshift their rotation is that to get back to where you were last season, it's going to be tough with Joe Blanton getting starts, Johan Pino getting starts, and as many key guys on the disabled list that you have, that it behooves you to go out there and make one more move.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, thankfully, now that Duffy's back, Pino is out of this. Hopefully we never see Johan Pino make a start for the Royals ever again. And guys have come up and they've been better than we expected. But I agree with you. I think that they recognize what took playoff success, and then so you want to go out there, and it's only natural. Like, I don't begrudge Royals fans for this. Your team is 13 games over 500. You have the second best run differential in the NFL. You got a winning record at home. You got a winning record on the road. You've won 7 of your last 10 games. You're playing good baseball, and you know you haven't really played your best baseball, with maybe the exception of the first week of the season when you went 7-0. But it's a good thing. That's like a big boy fan base thing, to want more, to not be satisfied with just having a winning record or just making it back to the playoffs. Like, you want to ensure that you do win this division for the first time ever. You want to win that World Series. You know what I mean? Like, not being satisfied with last year and resting on the best record in the American League we're almost at the halfway point here. We're, 69 games played so far? So a couple more weeks, we'll be at the halfway point. It's a good thing to demand more of your organization. Like, that's big boy sports.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really think it's the theory of demanding more in this sense. I think the theory of demanding more would be if you get Scott Kazmir and being mad that they don't get Johnny Cueto, or being mad that they don't get Cole Hamels. But I look at it as giving yourself the best chance to compete and win the World Series. I don't really look at that as the theory of more. I think that's the expectation you should have for a team that you feel can realistically win the World Series. Again, if you look at the landscape of the American League, the Royals can get back to exactly where they were last season, and then once you get in the tournament, then it's anybody's ballgame, but you have to give yourself a chance to do it. Strengthening your roster up, and really the last real chance you have to do it, other than a waiver wire pickup or something in August, like, that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. You got to position yourself to make moves, because if you're a Royals fan, you know that teams around you are going to make moves.
Tigers are going to make a move. The Angels are going to make a move. Teams like that, they feel like they have a chance of doing something, they're going to make a move.
Texter's writing in, the Royals have the second best run differential in the NFL, Danny. Well done. As Carrington would say, you knew what I meant. That's why you're here. And that's why we have a love-hate, mostly hate relationship, text line. Keeping me on my toes. Coming up in the 5 o'clock hour, you get to ask us anything at 5:45. Why I think tonight's NBA draft could be maybe not the highest ratings ever, but insanely successful. And the position that the Royals have put themselves in off of last night's game. It's all coming up 2 minutes from Heisler's Open and the hits on the drive.
This summer, McDonald's is getting together our classic double cheeseburger and world-famous fries for the sizzling summer price of just $2.50. Just $2.50 for 2 all-beef patties, melty cheese, and golden fries. Double the lovin' this summer at McDonald's with a double cheeseburger and small fries. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only.
How far can you stretch $1? Well, here's some help. Right now at McDonald's, you can get any size soft drink or sweet tea for just $1. Talk about a game changer. If this were the dollar stretching championships, McDonald's just helped you win gold. That's right. Get your $1 drink and take a bow, champ. Thirst? You just got served.
$1 any size sweet tea or soft drink at McDonald's. That's more loving for less. Limited time offer, a la carte only, price and participation may vary.
This hour of The Drive with Danny Parkins is brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices, every day.
Hi, it's Danny. When you're shopping for a new car, let's face it, no matter what the dealer is telling you, he's trying to get you to pay as much as possible. After all, that's what negotiating is all about. The dealer is trying to get you to pay more, and you're trying to pay less. At Dick Smith Ford, you don't need to negotiate because at Dick Smith, you always get their everyday, every model, no hassle, rock bottom price. But that's not all. To prove how low their prices really are, Dick Smith will show you the actual factory invoice on the new Ford of your choice. Why buy your new Ford from someone who's trying to get you to pay more when you can buy the same vehicle from Dick Smith for less? Plus, when you buy from Dick Smith, you always get to keep all rebates, incentives, or special financing. If you want to see how low Dick Smith's prices really are, just click on DickSmithFord.com. You'll find Dick Smith's rock bottom price on every new Ford in their huge inventory. Go to DickSmithFord.com and then head out to the dealership on 350 Highway in Raytown.
Tune in for every Kansas City T-Bones game this year on 1660 AM, the KNBZ Business Channel. You can also stream games live at TBonesBaseball.com. The Kansas City T-Bones on 1660 AM. That's fun well done.
Lincoln Base from Cincinnati All-Star Week on 610 Sports Radio. KCSP Kansas City, KRBC C2 Kansas City. From the MVP Electric Heating and Cooling Studios, here's what we know.
What we know is brought to you by Van Chevrolet. Get a great deal when you go to the Van Autoplex online at vankc.com. Little afternoon baseball in the AL Central, wrapping up the White Sox with an 8-7 win in extras over the Tigers. The Tigers are now 6 back of your Kansas City Royals. Royals are also sending 2 more players to Cincinnati in Cheslor Cuthbert and Raul Mondesi for the SiriusXM Futures game. And the NBA Draft is tonight. Our NBA Draft special starts tonight at 6 p.m. I'm Ben Heisler, that's what we know. Now, let's get you back to the show.
The Drive with Danny and C-Dot.
The much-anticipated Vern dating game. Chance for a date with our Royals insider Josh Vernier. Our 3 contestants. Girl number 1 is Kristen, and describing herself as an animal in bed, she chose a monkey because she would jump right in. Girl number 2 is Katie, who our text line has fallen in love with her voice, and described herself in bed as the Energizer Bunny because she keeps going and going and going. Her words. Marissa is girl number 3, and she described herself in bed as a puppy because she is playful and fun. Nice, you haven't gotten to ask any questions.
You got a night in with Vern. Where are you getting carry-out from, and what are you drinking?
Okay, drink and carry out food. Very realistic scenario from a one-penny heist. Katie, girl number 2. What are we eating? What are we drinking?
Probably something from a Mexican restaurant somewhere. And my favorite drink is Fireball and Coke, so I'd probably drink some Fireball.
Heard of. He is almost 23, guys. Fireball and Coke. Fireball and Coke? Like, that is so lost on me. He's the Energizer Bunny.
I'm going with number 2.
Katie, girl number 2.
Did these ladies call tonight? Ladies, where you at? Come on, it's your boy.
Danny Parkin, Carrington Harrison,
The monkey, the Energizer Bunny, and the puppy.
Oh.
And our boy Barry.
Call me the zookeeper.
Oh!
The Drive.
It's amazing. Josh Vernier, thank you very much. The line maybe of the year. Thanks for being with us on The Drive. 610 Sports Radio and 610sports.com. Danny, CDOT, Benny Heiss, all here. Henry Lake will slip into my chair for the NBA Draft Special tonight, 6 to 9 o'clock. Heisler, CDOT, and Henry Lake have you. You'll hear all of the picks on the show. We also should make mention of a couple of things. July 2nd, we have our next Drive tailgate against the Minnesota Twins. So come out to that game and see us out in Gate A, Lot J, Royals Hall of Fame. Food, drink, prizes, music, games, more. July 14th, you can watch the Midsummer Classic with us. There's a watch party down in P&L. We will be there at Pizza Bar doing the show. Game starts at 6:30, and you can register for a trip for 2 to see the Boys in Blue in Boston. That's right. We're giving away a trip for 2 to Boston. Details at 610sports.com. And then July 21st, CDOT and I are throwing a party. It's going to be fun. Gridiron Glory, 6:30 to 9:30 at Union Station. Tickets are $20. You get a ticket to see the Gridiron Glory exhibit at Union Station, Best of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, plus stadium food and a free drink, courtesy of Sam Adams. Also information at 610sports.com. For now, let's play the hits.
My name's Casey Kasem, and the countdown rolls on.
The biggest stories of the day. We do it every day at 5 o'clock.
We play the hits.
Shut up and play the hits.
The hits brought to you by our good friends at Pepper Jack's Grill. We'll get into the game last night, which matters a lot long term. But CDOT in particular wanted to address this. We've heard it before, but it is interesting the timing of this. This is Eric Hosmer on the Jim Rome Show talking about the mindset of your Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, but, we've been a team that's had to, we've had to prove ourselves from day one. So, even in the playoffs last year and before the playoffs last year, we were, never really the pick from the outside. And, we realized that. And that really motivated us to go out there and get the job done. So, when you're coming off a season of losing Game 7 and you come into spring training and you see everyone's predicting you to win 77 games or 78 games, it fires us up as a team. And, I believe that's, part of the reason why we got off to such a great start. We want to prove everybody wrong, and we want to show everyone that that wasn't just a fluke and it wasn't just a lucky run, that we're a team that's for real, and we're going to try and put this organization in that stage in October for many, many years to come.
And Hosmer has said that at multiple points throughout the season. My question would then be is, do the Royals still feel that way, and should they still feel that way? It's obvious with how they acted at the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season that they had that chip on our shoulder. Yeah. Everybody was against us. Nobody picked us. Let's go show the rest of Major League Baseball. But haven't the Royals proven they are a good team? Like, hasn't the fact that they've gotten to this first-place start, now that they're going to have 5, 6, 7 guys in the All-Star game, like, haven't the Royals proven themselves as one of the better teams in Major League Baseball, and that their run last season wasn't a fluke, that they are a legitimate contender?
So you're making fun of me, I think partly seriously and partly in jest, earlier just in the last hour about, so once you get to the top of the mountain, you're going to take your foot off the gas pedal a little bit, and I want the old park back and that sort of thing?
I don't think you have to me, those are two different things. Like, I don't feel like you should have we have to prove everything to everybody. At some point, there should just become a confidence in who you are and what you have accomplished. And I think that early on, I definitely think the Royals had that mentality. I think a lot of people in the city had it. I don't think they'd go back and say it, but that was a talk of, did the Royals just get really hot in October? Are the Royals really a good team? But, now that we're almost halfway through the season, haven't we seen that the Royals are just good, and you shouldn't be anticipating the other shoe to drop?
Yes.
And that you shouldn't question anything that's happened?
Yeah, but, God, I'm going to mess this up. And, Heisler, maybe you can look this up for me. Who is the who's the athlete who first said it? No matter how many games I play, and I'm paraphrasing here, I always try to think about that maybe